I have components of my Halloween costume that I'm never gonna wear again.
No?
So now it's gonna be added as decorate. I mean,
Eventually, your microphone stand is going to look like a giant oak tree.
it is. I mean, unless we're gonna be later, you know, I can dress back up like a mushroom for you.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh no, now I'm running with it.
Red looks so lovely.
For
on
me,
you both.
daddy.
All I can think of is that Skittles commercial
Oh,
where the guy was
yeah.
like, "Oh, taste my rainbow, ooh, ooh."
Yo.
That's funny. That is so funny.
Yo.
How's everybody doing today? We have an hour before we go live on YouTube. We figured we'd hang out with you guys here first.
I appreciate the compliments on my dress, everybody. This is actually what I wore when I did Cambo.
That's the largest I can make the chat.
I mean, that works. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not squinting as much, but
Nico said, "Hello from Kentucky." We will be in Kentucky in November.
gosh, in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah. I think it's 3. The first live. Good morning from Minnesota, from Scotland, Alabama. We're looking at land in Alabama. I am manifesting that by the end of 2026, we will have a minimum of 20 acres in Alabama. Iowa, West Virginia, morning from Florida. That's where we are.
Oh, good morning.
Ohio, Oklahoma, another Alabama, Texas, Alabama. Man, a whole lot of Alabamas. Alabamians. What do you call you guys? Like, we're Floridians. Are you Alabamians?
Kick flip for Washington. Hell yeah, brother.
Las Vegas, Colorado, Kentucky. Man, it's wild.
I was gonna say something. Now I don't remember what it was. I had my phone open. Oh, Jeff's gonna do that for my tattoo.
I saw.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Yeah. So Saturday, if you guys want to watch me get tattooed, you should go follow Jeffrey Graham's.
Jeffrey Graham tattoos.
Jeffrey Graham Tattoos. The S is on the tattoos.
Yep.
Jeffrey Graham Tattoos. He will be going live Saturday.
Yeah, he goes live every day.
He goes live every day tattooing, but I will be the one being tattooed Saturday. And I'm going to be getting the flower of life under my chin. Very excited for that. I'm very excited to get this little dead space right here filled in too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone said they're in Clewiston, Florida, and I can't remember, but Clewiston has an abandoned property that I did urban exploration at. It was either that factory that I fell through the roof on. It used to be like a Minnesota phosphorus plant. Ruined a camera while I was there and almost died. Fuck that place. Or the prison. I feel like the prison is in Claremont or something like that. I don't know. Yep. Cape Canaveral.
Someone said, OMG, I have to tell y'all something. Y'all were right. Well, what were we right about?
I mean,
you should have said it. Say it.
Fuck yeah. Jenna said the Owl Prison. I think so. I think that was in Claremont. I could be wrong. Ocala, Palm Bay, 5 acres in Clewiston. We've been looking hard for land. I've been looking hard for land, like crazy hard for land. And I've been looking all over Florida, and land in Florida is fucking outrageous now.
Insanely.
Yeah. When I first moved to where we live, you could buy a lot to build a house on for $1,500. They're going for 10 times that now, just for the lot. Yep. Yep. Roswell, New Mexico.
Ooh, I want to go to Roswell.
Are you only live here? Currently, we are only live here. After this, we will be going live on YouTube, Facebook, and Kick for the first time. Kick will be a new one. See how that goes. There's only 5 people that follow us on that platform, so it probably won't do anything, but we'll do it anyways. See what happens. Arizona has decent raw land. Arizona's got a lot of raw land. My only problem with Arizona and Utah and New Mexico and all of that is the water shelf being so low. I would love to have a well on the property. I'm not trying to have 5,000 gallon fucking buckets out there that's got to be refilled by a truck every couple months.
Right.
You know? You told me to choose myself, and I did. Now I have a great man. That was the person that said we were right.
Delightful.
I wish we could make this bigger.
Me too.
I love her neck tats. How do you slow down overthinking? Breath work.
Breath work. Focusing on something else outside of your body. Keeping your hands busy keeps your mind busy.
Put a pebble in your shoe.
Oh God, I hate that. I mean, it works.
They actually say that you can beat a lie detector by doing that. You put a pebble in your shoe and dig your big toe into it while they're asking you questions, and you're focusing on the pain and not what's happening, and it tricks a lie detector test. I don't know if it's true. I read it. Not on the internet. It was in a book. So like, I mean, people can bullshit.
Probably one of those
too,
FBI guys talking about that shit.
I don't know. It's fucking wild to me to think that you can fucking beat a lie detector test by hurting your big toe.
Yep.
Yeah. My marriage is much stronger and filled more conversation thanks to y'all's guidance. I'm glad you guys are talking. That's the goal. What was the micro macro book you suggested yesterday? Did you suggest the micro macro book yesterday?
I did not.
Oh, the food book.
Okay.
It's Shelby Starnes, carb cycling.
My mind went to the microcosm and the macrocosm. Like
mine went elsewhere.
That really shows like where our headspaces are. My mind went to the universe.
Mine went to
mushrooms.
Fun guys. It's funny.
That is funny. I was getting ready to say, wait a minute, that was all videos. What are you talking about? Why are you in my mind?
What's your skincare routine? You're glowing. I use beef tallow. Thank you for asking.
Yes, he does. It's working. Yeah. Your forehead's looking baby smooth.
Yeah, that's good. Because I was getting pretty fucking stress wrinkles.
Lick it and it won't be braille.
Pretty soon, hopefully in like by summer of 2026, there will be a line of product that we are a part of that is beef tallow and CBD, because we bought into a company, and that's all I'm saying right now.
Yes. Cartooned Car Club, this is alive.
I actually do know that they were asking about your skincare, not mine. I was just trying to be funny.
My skincare? So, oh God, I don't know. I'd have to go and grab it. I use Neutrogena's deep cleanser to really get into my pores and get all of the dirt out. I also use 2 or 3 times a week a foaming, aerating, like oxygen pushing cleaner to also get into my pores and get all of that out of there. I use witch hazel daily, and I also use I can't remember what the moisturizer is called, but it has peptides in it.
The thing that you bought from Utah?
Yeah, which is good for my skin.
Oh,
I also use skin masks. Yeah, that works. Skin mask. Face masks.
Marsha said that she's got You Are Not Broken on repeat. So she's listening to my book a lot. I'm curious what your biggest takeaway from that book is. How do you feel about couples having their own friends and doing their own things as individuals? That's a good question. And it's not an easy answer because your relationship dynamic is going to dictate how that looks.
Yeah.
If you have betrayal in the past, there's going to be a whole lot. There's going to be a very different expectations of how all of that works. Mm-hmm. If you are somebody that's got a very good, solid relationships like you and I do, we have friends outside of our marriage, but I have guy friends and you have women friends, and that's the extent of that.
Right.
There's a necessity to independence. Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? As Taylor is sitting over there visiting behind the screens right now, we do have mutual friends that are
of the opposite sex.
Right. Because, obviously she's at our home, but
yeah,
can't be like, you're not my friend. You're in
right.
a portion of our house right now.
As a couple, we have friends.
Right.
So it's never Chris is my friend. It's Chris and Peaches are my friends.
Right. And when we do things with those people, we do them together.
Yeah.
But there is an importance to having an independence. There are things that you get from your female friends and things that I get from my male friends that we don't get from each other.
Right.
I can't talk shit to you like I talk shit to Sean. I shot him in the nuts yesterday while playing Call of Duty. I'm like, here, bro, hold this.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That was funny.
It's stupid shit,
You could joke with me like that.
Yeah, I could. That was probably not the best.
No, you say shit that hurts my feelings sometimes.
Well, I can say it to him and hurt his feelings, and he doesn't get butthurt about it.
Right, but that's where my sensitivity as a lady comes in. when you say things and I'm like, oh, really? Like, do you really feel that way? And you're like, no, babe, it's just a joke. And I'm like, okay, I need a minute.
Same. So you get the point.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Can I ask you your opinion on something personal, something I've been struggling with? You can put it in the chat. We'll see if we can see it. Is your book sold in stores? That's a good question. It is being sold on Amazon. My book it's free on YouTube. It's free on Spotify, Audible, Anywhere that you can find our podcast, you can find both of my books for free, because it's not about making the money from them. It's about getting the information out there. If you want to physically have a copy of my book, you can absolutely buy it on Amazon.
Is she coming inside?
At the age of 23, I'm worried about becoming a step parent. How do I deal with that as a possibility? What are your responsibilities as a step parent? What's the book called again? The first one is called No One's Coming to Save You. And the second one is called You Are Not Broken. I have 2 of them. And Peaches is writing a book.
I am writing a book. Speeching.
Speaking of,
I don't know what to put in my book anymore, guys. I am at a point where I am in writer's block, or I am burnt out, or just my brain is like, I know I say smart things. And I know I make very solid points. We have 3 years of video evidence. Yeah. I can't think of anything to write about now. So I need help.
Yeah, that's where the notepad on my phone comes into play.
I mean, I do. I have notes and I've been writing things up. Like, I don't know where else to take this. And I have like 3 chapters. I'm not releasing a micro book. Like,
right. I get that.
So I need feedback. What do you guys want to see me talk about in a book? I'm pulling up my notepad right now. Help me.
Uh-oh. She's asking for things to write about, guys. Somebody said, while they're typing this in, somebody asked, what are the 5 books that you would buy 100 times over? My books would be Choice Theory, The Courage to be Disliked, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell, and The Celestine Prophecy. I have 4 books that are life-changing and 1 that I just enjoy reading.
What was the question?
5 books that you would buy 100 times over.
Oh, okay. The whole book is a letter to my past self. That's how it's starting. Journal prompts are going to be in it. 5 books that I would buy 100 times over. Choice Theory. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay.
I was reading. Can't do 2 things at once. So I would choose Choice Theory.
That was on my list.
The Courage to be Disliked.
That was my second also.
The 4 Agreements.
That was not on my list. Got 2 left. Got to really narrow them down. It sucks.
I know. I'm trying. The Celestine Prophecy.
That was my 5th.
Yeah, was it? And then my 5th one is going to be I have this book that's breaking down sound healing for me, and I think it's called Sound Healing. That would be my 5th one.
You would buy that 100 times over.
I would.
Why?
I am learning so much from it. There is so much information in there for me, and I believe in sound healing. I believe that our voices are not just our voices. I believe our voices are an instrument, and music sways us. Put on a happy song, bitch. You're not going to be crying anymore. Like, yeah. You might still be upset, but your energy is going to shift and it's going to change. And the more you play uplifting, good sounding songs and beats, one, you start focusing on the music and the sound, but also your body. We've seen water and sand move to sound and music on speakers and all. Right. We are made up of the same things. So we are going to be moving the same way inside of us as music's playing and thumping and vibrating. And I am falling into a big old rabbit hole with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a sound healer.
Missy said, I love James Redfield. He's the one who wrote the Celestine Prophecies. Somebody asked what our topics are. We're just hanging out, guys. We're going to be going live on YouTube in like an hour. So we're just bullshitting with TikTok before we do it. So some of the topics have been healing after betrayal, narcissism.
Oh, you guys are not going to like that chapter.
Spirituality. Our podcast is called To Be Better. The number 2, Be Better. Those were the main ones.
All right, so I know that we have cycled through and new people are joining and people are leaving.
Self-betterment.
Self-betterment. I need a little bit deeper, guys. What type of self-betterment? Are we trying to keep up our hygiene, or are we trying to make sure our house is looking good? Are we trying to make sure our inner house is looking good?
I think you need to put something in there about time management. Somebody said submitting to your husband.
Time management. Emotional regulation.
Starting over in a new relationship, rebuilding after depression. A lot of topics. I mean, it's just one of those things. You're not going to be able to please everyone, though. Babe.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be able to put all of these in, but
transitioning into your feminine energy, that would be a fucking big chapter. Guys, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, we will be going live at 11 o'clock on YouTube, and it is a much smaller chat. It is much slower moving. Does the $15 tier allow significant others to join, or is that the next tier up? That's the $20 tier.
Yeah.
So the way the $20 tier works is you're paying the $15 to get access to everything that we do, like Patreon wise. And the Discord, not everything, because you get live streams. You don't get like the free t-shirts and the women's groups and things like that. The $15 tier is where things open. The $20 tier allows you to add your partner to our Discord community, which allows them access to everything that you get. So instead of paying for 2 separate accounts, it's just $5 more. Watching on YouTube is so much better. I highly recommend you join. Thank you, Tina. How do we work through past emotional and physical trauma in a new relationship? You should be working through that before you get into a new relationship. But if you did not do that before getting into a new relationship, you need to sit down and have discussions about what those traumas look like, what your triggers are, why they were there, what led up to it. Like if there was an infidelity, you saw that shit coming before the infidelity happened. You have the discussions about the signs that you started seeing beforehand, and you have discussions about things like that so that you have open, honest communications about your past. Peach, I aspire to be like you.
Oh
Haley
my
said that.
goodness.
Sisterhood and the benefits of surrounding yourself with quality women.
It's a good topic.
I have to sub on YouTube to chat, and I already have. So that the sub on YouTube to chat just means that you have to subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you anything. You just hit the follow button or subscribe or whatever it says. If you have a Patreon account that you're paying for, that's separate from YouTube. YouTube is free. You just click the follow button or subscribe or whatever YouTube says. We do that 5-minute to chat thing so that people don't come in there and spam the chat with like, you know, look at my spicy page and all of the stupid shit that random people jump in and do. So how hard is it to move forward after a narcissist mother? Oh my God. Harder than it is to move past a narcissist lover.
Yeah.
Narcissist mothers are fucking rough.
It is a very deep rooted wound. I would recommend reading The Borderline Mother.
Yeah.
Understanding the Borderline
Mother.
Understanding the Borderline Mother. It's not about narcissistic mothers, but borderline mothers lean into narcissism.
They cover that a lot in the book. They say that they cross over a lot. That book opened up a whole lot of wounds for me. Be prepared if you read that book. If you are dealing with borderline mother or a narcissistic mother, that you're going to open up a whole lot of fucking wounds that have been long scabbed over that you don't remember because of the way that that book is written. Had a whole lot of journaling and a whole lot of work I had to do after that book. That book actually was one of the longest books it took me to read because I had to keep putting it down.
Yeah, you kept pausing it.
Yeah.
I think it took you about 3 weeks to do that book.
Yeah. Which would have normally taken me like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Understanding the Borderline Mother.
Yeah.
And it's for borderline personality disorder, and it also crosses over into narcissistic personality disorder. We buy a lot of our books on Audible, and then when they really affect us, we buy the physical copy and then go back and listen again and highlight all the things so that we have notes.
Yes. I would also recommend reading in tandem with that It Didn't Start With You by Mark.
I'm really shocked that didn't make your list.
It Didn't Start With You?
You recommend that book probably once a week to somebody.
Yeah, I just thought of it. So the list is gone. I can't change it. It's by Mark W. I can't remember his last name. But It Didn't Start With You talks about generational trauma, and not generational in the trauma in the sense that my mom yelled at me too much and she fucked me up. Generational trauma in the sense that your nervous system being developed in the womb of your mother as she is going through trauma in her life fucks you up.
It also gets into epigenetics.
It does.
Talks about the generational aspect of things, which a lot of
Yes.
people don't understand.
So
Mark
Wolin, when your grandmother was pregnant with your mother, your egg was already in your mother's fetus. So women are born with all of the eggs they will ever have in their lifetime. So your mom being a fetus in the womb and you being an egg in that fetus, you are getting trickle down of the trauma that your grandmother went through in her life during pregnancy. Knowing that grandma was born with the egg of your mom while she was in the womb of the great-great-grandmother, you can see how it stacks on top of one another.
Right.
In I think it was like 6 generations, there's 240 people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking trauma.
I don't think it's 6 generations. I think it was 3
Was it?
because you're still alive. So by the time you're a grandmother,
Oh, I think it was 3 or 4. You're right.
yeah. Somebody said, where else can I listen to the live besides TikTok? Right now, we are only live on TikTok. When we're done on TikTok, I will upload this to YouTube. But you can find all of our content everywhere that you can listen to podcasts. But YouTube is our main platform. If you guys aren't following us on YouTube, I would please do. Please, we would like to hit
Please.
500,000.
I'll hit you with that pretty please.
Yeah. Seen a lot of people saying that dealing with a narcissistic mother is one of the hardest things. It is. I have had to use special therapeutic sessions
To work through that
to
shit.
get through a lot of my bullshit. And I'm still going through it. Every single time that we have something new pop up in ceremonies, like it's a whole ass thing for me. Yes, it is the same thing on YouTube. It's to be better. The number 2, to be better.
So Paul, you're asking, how do I deal with an avoidant? We have a playlist on our YouTube channel. It's the same handle as it is here on TikTok of specifically the attachment styles, the attachment styles look like, why people have that kind of attachment style. And your attachment style is not solidified in you. Your attachment style will change varying on the relationship, who you're in the relationship with. It's not just romantic relationships that have attachment styles. At the end of the episodes, we also talk about if you are the person in the relationship with that type of attachment style, how to cope with that, how to support that, and how to help bring them out of that kind of attachment to get them to the more secure. I did an episode with Eva Under Fire. Amanda, I believe her name is. Amanda?
Yeah, therapist.
I'm so bad with names. But she is a licensed therapist, and her and I had a very in-depth conversation about the attachment styles as well, which is on our YouTube channel.
She's got new music coming out. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do another episode with her. Let her promote her music and then do some therapy shit.
That'd be dope.
2 things. Somebody asked about your women's group, and I want to get into that. But somebody also asked me about if I'm using a heating pad. I am. I'm almost no disc in my neck between 2 of my vertebrae. I blew out 2 of my discs in my lower back, so sitting is very painful, and I have sciatic nerve damage. So me sitting here doing the podcast is very, very uncomfortable, and the heating pad helps. So I know that I look like a fucking 90-year-old man with a heating pad, but I'm doing the best I can. So you want to plug your women's groups? What does that look for? What?
You're putting down my favorite piece of man
I'm
meat
not
over
putting
there.
anything down. My body
looking like a
hates me right
90-year-old
now.
man.
Yeah,
What?
the heating pad. Who the fuck?
No, you
men
look like
using heating pads.
You
Might as well
look-
put a hot water bottle on my stomach. Like
That's
what
a
the fuck?
warming plate, keeping my dinner warm. Like,
It's funny.
okay. My women's groups, that is on our Patreon. I do have 3 different tiers for my women's groups.
tobebetter.com/join.
Yes. I have my Women's Thrive, my Sacred Sisterhood, and my Awaken Women's group. All 3 tiers have different levels of involvement. So if you are a lady who has a very fast-paced, busy life and you do not want to be over inundated with phone calls and challenges and blowing your phone up, the Women's Thrive is that more slow-paced, like twice a month calls, once a month in-depth monthly challenge, book of the month. Sacred Sisterhood has twice as many calls, twice as many challenges, much more faster pace. And my Awaken Women group includes everything with Sacred Sisterhood in tandem with once a month, hour-long phone calls with me one-on-one for mentorship and advice.
Every tier does get Discord. So every tier gets everything below that tier. So if you sign up at the $20 tier, you get everything below it. $30 tier, everything below it. So it stacks. Somebody said that their mom broke their L5 and S1 and had to get surgery, and it was the worst decision she ever made. That's why I'm not getting surgery.
Yeah.
I am putting this shit off until I physically can't fucking walk anymore, or until I can't take it. And then I'll go from there, I guess. But kind of therapy do you recommend for a man, and do you suggest man or woman therapist? As a man, I would. This is a catch-22. In the beginning, I would rather have a woman therapist, because
Nurturing.
I would be afraid that bearing my soul to another man would be judged as a lack of masculinity. As I have healed, I would rather have a man as a therapist, because if they are working in that field, they understand my plights a whole lot more. And if they're in that field, I understand now from a healed perspective that they're there to actually help people, and I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, they're not there to judge you.
Yeah.
There would also be, it has happened. We saw it blew up all over TikTok, that insane Karen chick who fell in love with her therapist. I think opposite sex therapist is very dangerous waters for people who are not mentally well.
Especially if you have borderline.
Right. I think that if you are somebody who is craving attention and feel deprived of love and want to feel important, and you have somebody of the opposite sex or the gender that you're attracted to across from you giving this undivided attention and feeding into you and making you feel seen and heard and all of these kinds of things, it can become a very slippery slope, especially if you are not in a very good headspace.
Somebody asked how you deal with a partner crossing boundaries in public. What boundaries did they cross?
Yeah, it depends on the boundary, because I'm either going to pull you aside and we're about to have a conversation in the back alley, or it can wait until we're in the car heading home.
Yeah, there's somebody said why especially with BPD, and I want to get into that. Somebody else said that they had a male therapist that traumatized them out of therapy. Your therapist is not one size fits all.
Right.
You need to make sure that you mesh with your therapist. We're courting, right?
Yeah.
Like you and I need to sit down and have conversations to even see if I fuck with your energy enough to talk to you. You should be interviewing them as if you're interviewing for a job. Just because they have a license on the wall doesn't mean fucking anything to me. The BPD aspect is because people who have borderline, if their therapist benefits them and gives them attention and makes them feel less crazy, they become the favorite person.
Yes.
And once the favorite person happens, lines started getting skewed. And then it is very common for people who have borderline to become obsessed. I don't want to say fall in love, because it's
not love.
They
Yeah.
believe it is.
Yeah.
But it is an obsession. And then when things fall apart, or they have to find another therapist, or the therapist cancels an appointment, like things can get very ugly.
Rejection starts to happen. Abandonment can kick in. It's a whole mess.
Yep.
We both have borderline, which is why we are speaking on this.
What is the difference between therapy and counseling? I would say the difference is the degree that's being held.
The license, yeah.
The license, right. I also don't think that you need to have, conversations with somebody that has those degrees. It's beneficial. I'm not saying not to go to therapy, but I'm saying that there are a whole lot of people out there with life experiences that you can learn from that have 0 degrees. If I had a conversation with somebody who had to deal with severe PTSD because they were a veteran, and they are now living a very peaceful, calm life, and they had tips and tricks to give me to get over my PTSD, I'm gonna fucking listen to that dude or woman. You know what I mean? So like, don't, somebody named Peaches says they hate each other laughing. You can suck a fart out of my ass.
Yo. No chill on that insult. I hope that hit you in the face.
Man, the questions I have for you guys, but I just can't ask. You could send an email. We'd read it on the podcast, but recommend any books for teens. My teen has been wanting self-help books too. Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, that is a really good question. Self-help book for teens?
Boy or girl?
Oh, that's a good question too.
Boy or girl? Because I have answers. I'm ready. But boy or girl is going to dictate my answers.
Right. I'm not going to tell a boy to read The Surrendered Wife or The Empowered Wife.
Right.
I mean, it
Girl.
might be helpful.
They're saying girls. All right, go, babe.
So I would start with the Laura Doyle book. She has The Surrendered Single, The Surrendered Housewife, and The Empowered Wife. the books that I recommend there are golden nuggets in everything that you can read. You do not have to agree with everything between the two covers of a book. So I would recommend those books. I would recommend, oh my God, suddenly I don't have anything.
I'm going to let you answer for girls and then I'm going to answer for boys. Somebody said, Chris, that was so wonderfully unhinged. You guys got to understand that I am a very peaceful man now and I am trying to work on being awakened and enlightened and I am on this whole spiritual journey. But don't get me wrong, like Jesus flipped tables and I'm not Jesus. So I'm okay doing a whole lot worse.
Okay, so here's my Audible list.
Okay.
Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. I would have her read. I would have her read The Narcissist Playbook. That is one of those things, like, you prepare your children to learn how to defend themselves, not to fight. So The Narcissist Playbook is a way for a child to learn the warning signs of abuse. That way, when they start getting into relationships, they'll have that background knowledge of, oh, that made me feel uncomfortable, and then they made me feel bad about being uncomfortable.
What was that called?
The Narcissist Playbook.
I don't know if I read that.
It's good.
I feel like I did, but it's not coming up.
It's by Dana Morningstar. Dana.
Nope,
Dana
no,
Morningstar.
I didn't read that. What, real quick, somebody asked about our favorite car scents. Do you have an air freshener? I guess they're sending us some.
I like Amber. I like Fresh Rain. And I like floral scents.
Yeah. For me, it's tobacco, cedar, and whiskey.
Yeah.
I have a whole, we use the Drift wood air fresheners in our cars. So you can finish your book list. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Loving Your Spouse When You Feel Like Walking Away by Gary Chapman.
These are for teenagers. These books are recommended for teens.
Okay, never mind then.
It's still a great book. I just want to remind you that it was for teenage girls.
The Confidence Code by Katty Kay and Claire Shipman. The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins.
Oh, that's a great book.
It Didn't Start With You by Mark Wolin. Fight Right by Julie Schwartz. Oh, it's the Gottmans. Set Boundaries, Find Peace by Nedra Glover Tawwab.
That's a really good one, too.
That is a really good book.
Guys, all of these books that she's listing off is on our recommended reading list on our website under resources. So you can go on there and just look. She's literally naming books off of our list.
Yeah, but this is my Audible.
Yeah.
Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell.
That was one of the books that I listed in my top 5 for everyone to read.
Yep. The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Berkman.
I'm only going to give 3 books.
This one, it's... I enjoy this book because I learned... I want to be a lady. I want to be proper. I want to be eloquent. I want to be elegant. I want to be graceful. I want to be regal. I read How to Be a Lady. It's revised and expanded by Candace Simpson Giles. And that digs into how you should sit in public, how you should host parties, how things should be set up, how you should be hosting, introducing yourself to other people in social events, all of those kinds of things.
Your book list is going so fast that people are like, it's too fast. What was the name of the book? Like, you guys just need to go download our book list. It's tobebetter.com/resources, I think. If not, it's under the resources tab. There's a whole list of books there. They are done by section. Some are finance, some are just good reading, some are self-help. It's on there. This will also get uploaded live. Like, this live will be downloaded and re-uploaded to TikTok later today. We are 34 minutes in, so just go to the 30-minute mark, and then you'll be able to find it when it gets re-uploaded. Now you can continue, because they can just pause and go.
Well, my last one is The Fascinating Womanhood for the Timeless Woman by Dixie Andelin Forsyth. This book was written in the 60s. So be prepared to read a book from the 60s.
Yeah.
But I very much enjoyed the perspective of womanhood and the sacred feminine and all of those kinds of things, the divine being that we are as women.
Okay, so my list for boys, I'm only going to give you 3, and I'll give you a 4th bonus as a cheat, but 3 of them is going to be Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. I think every man needs to read that book. It talks about leadership, but being both up and down chain, and it teaches you communication in a very cool way. Jack Donovan's The Way of Man. It's a very short read. I think it's only like 150 pages. It's fucking easy to read. And then my third one is going to be Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules of Life.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my fourth book that is not going to be a book, I'm simply going to say that read anything by Jocko Willink, any of his books. Some of them are just like cheesy quote things. I feel like some of them were kind of money grabs, but he's got a lot of really good information in those books about what it means to be a good man.
Yeah.
Protect, lead, provide, that kind of shit. So what was the second one? The Way of Man by Jack Donovan. Would all of these books be available for audiobooks?
Ooh, I don't know.
I think that they are. All the books that I read 100% were.
Yeah, the ones that I just read from my list came from Audible.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Taylor's leaving comments in the chat and she's sitting 6 feet from us. That's funny.
I love that.
What defines a good man? What others believe, what someone says. I think that everybody's got their own definition of what a good man is. I wrote an entire book about it.
Yeah.
It's called Nobody's Coming to Save You. There you go. You can also, read those books for me, my books.
I think there is no such thing as a good man or a bad man or a good woman or a bad woman. Everyone bases their perspective of you off of their experience of you.
Right.
So to some people, I've saved their lives.
To others, you're the villain.
Talk to my ex-husband, right? Like, so there are, it's all opinions. It's all perspective. What you believe a good man to be is what you should marry. And if your family feels a certain way, good thing they're not marrying that man. And if you don't think that person's a good man, or you don't think that you're with a good woman, the most important decision, I can't believe I just fucking said that. The most important decision you are ever going to make in your life is who you choose to marry.
Did you watch that Paul Stamets podcast I sent you yesterday?
I started listening to it, and the children, like 20 minutes in, were like, "Mommy, we're done listening to this." And I'm like, "Shush, children."
He said that people who stutter over their words like that are highly intelligent.
Yes, I did hear that part.
And the reason that they do that is because their brain is moving faster than their mouth.
Yeah.
So you don't get to do that anymore. All of your peachisms is because your brain is going faster than your mouth. That's a win.
Yeah, it's a really big thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that did feel good.
Somebody asked if a woman could benefit from reading my books. I'm going to be honest. Anybody can benefit. My first book is geared towards men when I wrote it. Mm-hmm. Every woman who has read that book has been like, I fucking understand my husband so much differently now.
Yes.
So yes, you will gain benefit from reading my book. My second book is not geared towards men or women. It is about recovering who you are after a divorce or a breakup. And a divorce doesn't necessarily mean a marriage. It could be best friends, family
Cutting off
members,
your parents,
right?
yeah.
Divorce by the actual definition of divorce. There's also something that I did in my book where I challenged everyone to write their eulogy. And everyone who has actually done the eulogy has sent emails and talked about it in Discord. And like, that is a big thing for people. Absolutely.
It's life-changing to think about yourself after you're gone and think about what people are going to say.
Right.
Or how they're going to remember you. What kind of legacy are you leaving behind? I see somebody in the chat keep asking, what did I do after I left my ex-husband with my first divorce? I didn't handle it well. I became an alcoholic. I lost everything. Before I left my ex-husband, we lost our home, so we had to move back in with parents. And when I left the parents' house. So I kind of packed all of the shit that I could in my shitty 1995 Subaru. Stayed with a family member for a little bit. When that didn't work out anymore, I was kind of couch hopping, and by the grace of my ex-in-laws, they allowed me to sleep on their couch every other week when I had the kids, so I could still have time with them. The weeks that I didn't have the kids, I was up 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was calculating the time that I would be sober so I could get drunk in the morning, knowing I had to leave the house to drive somewhere. Do it all over again when I got back home, knowing I didn't have to leave again. I'd get trashed. The realization was after I left my ex-husband, I had 2 more relationships, 2 boyfriends, and the mess in my marriage continued. And when it hit me in the face that I was the common denominator in my life and all of the fucked up things that I'm upset about or griping about, right? Of course, there's childhood abuse and childhood trauma, and there's shit from my relationships with men that fucked me up. But the biggest obstacle in my life was myself. And when I realized that, I had a massive mental breakdown. I cried until 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I finally cried myself to sleep, woke up devastated, crying again. But I poured all of my alcohol out, and I started getting my shit together.
And look at where you're at now.
And look at where I'm at
right?
now.
So this is where the question's going, right? Because she wants some sort of confirmation that it's going to be okay. That's what she's looking for. She wants a little bit of help and knows she's going to come out on the other end of this.
It's going to get ugly before it does, but it does.
You hit rock bottom, motherfucker. Like, let's go. I'm drinking. I'm timing to see how drunk I can get before I have to stop drinking.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't get a whole lot lower than that. You had no place to live. You at one point you didn't have a fucking car either.
Yep.
And look at where you're at now. Look at your life. It's okay to walk away from situations and people that no longer serve you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And probably still is with the septum ring and the tats. No, all of this is a healed decision, baby. This is the authentic me. Fucking choke on it.
Yeah. Tell me you're brainwashed without telling me you're brainwashed. Am now 9 years sober. Congrats, Bonnie. That's fucking dope.
Beautiful. I love that.
Again, praying for y'all. He'll break her face one day and y'all pretend you didn't see the signs. You're out of your mind.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even raise my voice to her.
I'll pray for you, baby. What kind of projection is that? Who hurt you? Is that from childhood? Did you watch someone beat your mom up and now you're worried about me?
That's so funny.
Poor baby. I'm so sorry.
I gotta be honest. The trolls drive our content.
They really do.
They watch our shit harder than the fans
religiously.
do. Yeah. Where'd you get your day collar from, and do you have a discount code to use? Yes, both. It's Love Enchained, ENCHAINED.com. They're from France. Everything is handmade.
Mm-hmm.
The code is to be better. It might just be to be better 10. If to be better, it might just be to be better. If to be better doesn't work, try to be better 10 and to be better 15. One of those codes will work.
Yeah.
Because of the tariffs, they may not be shipping to the United States right now.
Oh, that's a really good point.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to the owner in a while.
Yeah.
But
this dress came from Amazon. This was an Amazon dress. I couldn't tell you what to search to find this. Boho hippie shit.
I don't think shit would work.
No, shit's not gonna work. But like boho hippie flowy dress. I do a lot of off the shoulder. I like halter where it goes around my neck and my shoulders are exposed.
I like that too. I don't wear it, but I like it on you.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I do a lot of like open back stuff.
I like your neck.
Yeah.
And your collarbones.
I like to show all of that off for you.
4 years sober today and started court process to get my kids back from my mom. Fuck yes.
Good girl. Was it a girl?
It said Nikita with an A, so I'm assuming so.
I'm assuming girl, get it. If not, homie, fucking only thing coming to my mind is clap your balls, bro. Get it. I don't know how to hype you up.
That's funny.
I saw somebody ask about my mushroom hat. It's here. It's just hiding.
Yep. Mushroom hat Stan here. Somebody asked about the podcast that I had sent you, what I was talking about. What I had sent her was Paul Stamets on Mela Bailick's podcast.
Yeah, the chick
Is
who
that her
played,
name?
I don't remember her
Amy
name.
Farrah Fowler.
Yeah, she played Amy on...
she was also Blossom in the 80s.
Really?
And she's gotten 2 neuroscience degrees. She's fucking
I love her.
Super, super smart.
She's one of those women that I admire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't look up to a lot of people because you
Mayim
earn
Bialik.
that shit.
Bailick? Mayim Bailick?
But she's stupid intelligent.
Live on YouTube when? At 11 o'clock. About 13 minutes. I love The Big Bang Theory, my favorite show. I watched,
Really good,
I'm a big
yeah.
fan.
Somebody asked if we're close in age or similar in age. No, my husband turned 45 this year, and I am turning 750. So it's a pretty large age gap, but we make it work. He's pretty patient.
Zach wanted me to remove him as a moderator and re-add him as a moderator.
Oh, I wonder why.
He said something's going on with his TikTok.
That makes sense.
Now I just got to find his comment so that I can do the thing again. There you go. Zach, you're done. That should have done it.
No, I think you have to go back to the other screen, babe, and do it over there.
Okay. That should have done it. You should have mod again. Peaches, is the next tattoo your husband's hand? Oh, neck. I'm sure they meant neck tattoo.
Yeah. So this is my husband's hand. Guys, prepare to clutch your pearls. Grab your Bibles. I'm a demon. Ready? I have my husband's hand on my throat choking me. And yes, I know when I'm 80 that it's not going to look like this. I know that when I'm 80, it's not going to be becoming of me as an elderly woman.
We'll still be getting down in the elderly home.
Yep. And then I'm actually getting tattooed Saturday. I'm going to be getting the flower of life, the sacred geometry under my chin. Very excited for that.
What are you talking about? You're 750 years old and it looks amazing.
Right. That's
guys aren't supposed to
vampirism.
tell everybody that.
I'm not?
No, they're not.
Oh, yeah.
It's a secret that you're an ancient
All
wood fairy.
1,100 of us, shut up. Don't say anything.
That's funny. Do you think that you'd be able to live in Arizona or Utah? I mean, Utah is a different demon, but different.
Could I live in Arizona? I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I know it got cold as hell in Arizona when we were out there in April.
That was weird though. That was a fluke.
Yeah. Like is that a fluke?
Yeah. It's never cold like that far out. I actually think that it was earlier in the year, but
I was shivering out there smoking on the patio under a blanket trying to get my thing going. I don't know if I could do the summers out there. I love the greenery too much, and I love the forest and the woods and the animals. Sitting out there and watching the squirrels and the birds fight over territory does it for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I only asked that because of you are somebody that wants foliage.
I do.
And like I could do the desert. I just want to be near mountains.
I agree with the mountains.
I want to be able to hike and like get lost in nature.
Yeah.
But I also understand that like the cost of the land is a huge factor. Because if I had $100,000, like if we were going to spend $100,000 on land and we were going to get 5 acres or 50 acres, I'd rather have the 50 acres. It's an investment.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's something that we can leave to our kids or grandkids. Like there's a lot that goes into that, and that would factor into where we live. But
can you imagine how much energy is going to be in that land when we leave it for our kids?
yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said, got something for building businesses. Got something for building a business. I don't know what you're asking. We talk business stuff quite a bit though. Actually, the episode that we recorded yesterday has got a whole lot of business talk in it. They are selling 50 acres for $1 million near the mountains out here in Arizona. That's insane.
That's bonkers.
I have found land in Arizona that is way, way cheaper than $1 million for 50 acres. I found some land out in Utah and Arizona that were like 60, 70 acres for under 100K. But you're going to be living on solar and fucking having water delivered out. Like
Michelle Jenkins, I'm glad you're still here.
Somebody said, check out Idaho. You're the second person in the last couple of days that said to check out Idaho.
There was a time in my scholarly years when I had to learn every capital of every state in America. Why? Teach me about taxes.
Right.
But the only reason I remember that Boise is the capital of Idaho is because all the Boise's get crazies for Idahos. Yeah.
That's funny. That's so funny. Let's wrap up. We got to go live on YouTube in 8 minutes. If you guys want to continue the shenanigans and would like to hang out with us longer, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be going live there at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys, have a great day.
Bye, everybody.